Greetings, everyone. Now then, over the last few weeks I've heard a lot of talk about fan pandering in the show, and I thought I'd share my 2 cents, which, surprisingly, may be just that. Now, most of the complaints I've heard about fan pandering were actually complaints about fan pandering. I've seen it on My Little Brony, Pony Thread Simulators, heard about it from Dusty Cat, Final Draft, and other podcasts, and heck, Saberspark even saw it fit to make a video making fun of the fan pandering complaints, among other things that were in that video. So the question is, what exactly am I missing here? Where are all these complaints on the fan pandering coming from that's causing so many people to address it? Now, during the aforementioned podcasts, I've also heard those people talk about various dramas that are going on between bronies on Tumblr and Twitter. Now, I'm not on Tumblr as of the time that I'm recording this, and I've seen nothing but interesting posts from everyone I follow on Twitter, so I'd really like someone to fill me in here on what exactly is going on. Now, since I've made this video without knowing the full extent of the situation, I'm going to have to do something that I usually try to not do, which is make a couple of assumptions. It probably started with Magic Duel and or Sleepless in Ponyville. How many hundreds of fanfictions have been written with this very premise of these 2 episodes? Brony Curious even uploaded a video talking about how his Return of Trixie story would compare to the episode itself. Oh, and while I'm on that, Brony Curious, of course your story will technically be better than the episode for these reasons. It's longer, you don't have anything restricting your content or pacing, your demographic is drastically different, and it's a different medium altogether. You silly mustached unicorn. Sleepless in Ponyville was a Scootaloo-based episode, which is something that I know a lot of fans have been waiting for. Then there was another layer of Rainbow Dash forming a sibling relationship with Scootaloo, which, again, is something that a lot of fans have wanted and written stories about, and heck, I would be lying if I said I didn't have a couple of ideas of my own. Add a third layer of what the fans loved to the episode, with the inclusion of everyone, or at least the majority's, favorite princess, Luna. Now this show has been around for long enough. We're approaching 3 years of it, and most of the cast and crew have had panels at dozens of MLP conventions and done several interviews with podcasters by now. Some of them do browse fan-made content. They know what bronies like to an extent. So at the very surface, it would make sense that they would put those things in the episodes, right? But there's where things can go wrong. Did something happen in one of those episodes that also happened in your fanfiction that you wrote before the episode came out? Oh, believe me, I know that feeling. Back when I was a fan of Code Lyoko, by the time the 3rd season was through, I'd seen so many episodes that bared shocking resemblance to fanfictions that I read that I was starting to become suspicious to a degree myself. However, it's been said on Twitter that Magic Duel was originally conceptualized back in 2011 and originally intended to be an episode for Season 2. Now, some of the cast and crew have stated that they don't read fanfictions for the very purpose of being able to remain objectionable in case a coincidence like this happens. So how can it be possible to intentionally copy something that they didn't experience? Simple, right? I've also heard it said that browsing fan-made content is discouraged among the crew, and that they're not allowed to read fanfictions anyway. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying I've heard it before, but I would appreciate a confirmation either way. So apart from the staff not likely having read your fanfiction or seen whatever you made that happened to be about the episode before the episode came out, it's also likely that the episodes were conceptualized and written long before you even thought about it. These episodes can take upwards of a year to make, so there goes most of that notion. Then there's the general issue of people complaining about fan pandering. Now this concept absolutely baffles me. Why in God's good name would you complain about something that you like being in an episode? Why in God's good name would you complain about something that you wanted to see being in an episode? Someone please explain to me how this is a bad thing. Even if it's true, it means that the staff is putting forth an extra effort to appeal to the entire fan base. That alone would put the crew's dedication to their fans above that of most other shows on television as a whole. So someone either needs to explain this concept to me, or if there is actually anyone complaining, they need to stop. You're literally, well not literally, but almost literally complaining about nothing, and it's nonsense like this that makes me wonder if people who actually do this really enjoy the show, or if they've just found something new that they can be drama queens with. And that is all I have to say about that. So in conclusion, I'd like someone to point out to me where all this bickering and complaining is going on so I can get a little more in-depth with this topic in the future. To those who are bickering, stop. You're going to end up making us all look bad, and we've already got enough moot stigmas that we have to work through. Let it be known that nobody is intentionally copying your artwork, and if anyone is actually complaining about fan pandering, you need to stop as well because it's just simply nonsense. I like a lot of you. It would be a shame for me to have to put you all down. But of course, I'm always open to discussion about it. If you have a topic on bronies, ponies, news, or anything in general that you would like to hear discussed, or if you have an episode, fanfiction, product, or anything else you would like to hear reviewed, send me a YouTube message or leave a comment below. You can also drop comments, questions, topic suggestions, and review suggestions by liking Brony Debates on Facebook, following on Twitter, or sending an email to bronydebates@yahoo.com. Have a great day, and I look forward to speaking with all of you soon.